Here we want to find the derivative by implicit differentiation. So we're going to take the derivative of both sides of the equation. So we're going to take the derivative with respect to x of x squared y squared plus x times the sine of y, and that's going to equal the derivative with respect to x of the constant 9. So we're going to have to use the product rule for both of those. So we know that we're going to have the first function, which is x squared, and then we're going to multiply it by the derivative of y squared, and then we're going to have to multiply it by y prime since it's implicit differentiation. Plus, we're going to take the derivative of x squared and then multiply it by y squared. Okay, and then plus, now we're going to look at x sine of y. So again, we're going to do this with the product rule. So we know that we're going to have the first part of that function of x times the derivative of the sine of y times y prime plus the derivative of x times the function sine of y. And then that's going to equal the derivative of 9, which is 0. So now let's go ahead and find the derivative of this function. So we have x squared times the derivative of y, which is 2y, times y prime, plus the derivative of x squared is 2x times y squared, plus x times the derivative of the sine of y is the cosine of y times y prime, plus the derivative of x, which is 1, times the sine of y, and that's equal to 0. So let's go ahead and simplify this a little bit better. So now we have 2x squared y times y prime plus 2xy squared plus x times the cosine of y prime plus the sine of y, and that's equal to 0. So now we're going to isolate y primes on the left side of the equation. So we have 2x squared y prime plus x times the cosine of y times y prime and then on the other side we're going to subtract. So we're going to subtract 2xy squared, and then we're also going to subtract the sine of y. Okay, now what we want to do is we're going to factor out the y prime. So when we factor out the y prime, we have 2x squared y plus x times the cosine of y, and that's equal to negative 2xy squared minus the sine of y. And now if we want to then solve for y prime, we're going to divide both sides by 2x squared y times the cosine of y on both sides. So we have 2x squared y plus x times the cosine of y. So therefore, y prime is going to equal negative 2xy squared minus the sine of y divided by 2x squared y plus x times the cosine of y. And therefore there is our derivative using implicit differentiation.